What is happening, fishers? Dean from Untraceable Fishing here once again tonight with Don from Bullmoria Fishing Tackle, and welcome to Tackle Tuesday. So this evening, Don, I see we have on the lighter side of the thing the surf rods. It looks like all...
Yeah, we got rods, eh?
We got a lot of rods on the table, yeah.
You know, a lot of guys ask, what rod should I buy? And, I'm converting from grinder, from a multiplier to a grinder.
Okay.
Or come to the coast once a year, or I just want a new rod. And a lot of guys can only afford one decent rod. And in the last couple of years, you've noticed an evolution of, everyone eventually was on 13 foot, then 14 foot became popular. Yeah. In recent times, the 14 foot 6, 3 to 5 ounce, or thereabouts.
A very popular option, yeah.
Has become an extremely popular option from quite a few suppliers.
Yeah.
And it's rapidly become our most popular rod. Yeah. I've actually got a bluefish myself in that range.
Correct.
What I dig about it is you can go light 3 ounce, go for bluefish, blacktail.
You've been scratching with it.
Scratch with it, lacquer. Still enjoy the bites of it. Yeah. And walking in the surf, I can go 5 ounce.
You can target a cob or a pig nose.
Big bait, go for a cobby or something like that. And I get quite a good distance in that.
Correct.
It's very easy casting as well. So it's an exceptional all-rounder rod. I don't know what your feelings are.
No, I agree with you. Even 3 to 5 is nice. As you say, you can scratch for your bluefish. You can catch a nice cobby and things like that. And you can even push it to its limits and target a non-head on it. And they do hold up.
Yeah, no,
you know what I mean? They do hold up. So
it's giving you, particularly the edible angler, though.
Yes,
this is a good go-to rod. What I like about a 5 ounce as well, it's the first thing you can really feel that travels.
Yes. It's pulling your bait through the air.
Once you load it, it's going. Wind or whatever conditions, also rough, surgy conditions.
And it's sitting. Your
5 ounce holds pretty well.
So 5 and below seems to wash around.
Yeah, where 3 or 4 is
it's a bit
quite handling it sometimes.
So, I agree with you there.
So it's an ultimate all-rounder rod. And we're not going to look at the bottom of the range here, guys.
Yeah.
But we've got some incredible rods at the moment, particularly on special, starting from around about $2,000.
$2,000, yeah.
Just a rand less than $2,000.
It's not bad for a decent rod.
It's not bad at all. I think first up is a rod that's become tremendously popular.
Yeah.
Okay, gooi me that lacquer blue Okuma Precision.
The Okuma Precision. Okay, what can you tell us about this rod, Don?
This happens to be the 14 foot, but the also 14.6 as well.
Correct.
3 to 5 ounce. These are stunningly good rods. Yeah. In recent times, they changed from the to an EVA grip from the wind grip.
Previously wind grip, yeah.
But
I'm glad about
that.
You've
got a lovely 36-ton carbon 3-piece spigot joint, which is nice and strong. Yeah. They also got a nice coating on them, which prevents scratches and that as well.
OTC wrap.
So nicely spec'd Fuji guides.
Correct.
And at the moment, like $2,000-ish, dude.
Yeah, that's a very good price for a rod in this caliber.
$2,000 for a lacquer rod. I know you got the heavier one.
I've got the 6 to 8. I know, as Don and I just mentioned now, the 6 to 8 is a very easy rod to cast. I know the lighter ones, as Don mentioned, they're a bit more difficult to get your timing and stuff right like that.
Yeah, I tested the 13 foot when they first came out, and they cast the heavier sinkers in their range very well.
Yes.
I think like a 4 or 5 ounce on them will go fantastically.
Yeah.
3 ounce, they're not quite as easy to load. I mean, I think it's the kind of rod that does an experienced caster best.
Best, yes.
They also got a fair bit more pulling power than most of the rods are going to look at. They've got
it's one of the most powerful ones out of the entry level or the mid-range rods, I'd say.
Beef.
Yeah.
They've certainly got beef. And cheap for the money.
Yeah.
Nice and light.
Not the lightest, but it's not heavy. Not heavy by a long way.
Good rod. A lot of guys love them, and for damn good reason.
Yeah.
Awesome rod.
Okay, then are we going to move on to its big brother?
Actually, no, we're going to stick to the price point.
We're going to stick to the price point.
We're
okay,
stick to the price point.
That.
We're talking $2,000-ish.
Okay, $2,000-ish.
Okay, we're looking at a bluefish. Bluefish. No, that's the
normal bluefish, yeah.
Okay.
The original bluefish.
Very similar money. This, I've actually got the classic version of this, but this is the bluefish special. 14.6, 3 to 5. This is kind of the rod that created the class.
Yeah.
Everyone started following once the bluefish came onto the market.
As you said before, cult-like following.
Yeah, cult-like following. Not Fuji guards yet, but damn good guards.
No, they're decent guards.
My guards are 3-4 years in now. I've had no corrosion in them.
Still lasting.
Awesome. Hasn't got a spigot joint, conventional joint. But I must admit, I've pulled some silvers on mine that hard.
Yeah.
These rods are strong. I've tried to box a black stemrus out of a reef, and trust me,
you pull as hard as you can.
This rod's strong. I just think got the balance beautifully right.
Yeah.
5 ounce, even with a larger bait like a whole sword, quite capable.
Casting it.
I think distance casting, quite forgiving. Maybe not quite as demanding on your perfect timing.
Yes, a bit of an easier rod model cast.
Responds well to easy drops. I like it.
Yeah.
I really do. Your impressions?
There's the only things I didn't like about it. The first, especially when the rod's new, it's hell of a difficult to get the joints apart.
Yes.
You find, like even this one here, But after time, it does get a bit better.
I must admit, mine as well.
Yeah.
But we take some very fine emery paper.
Paper and just sort of like
water paper
poke
and
down.
literally, and that to me is a sign that it's actually made to very tight tolerances.
No, that's fine. It's good. Yes,
I'd rather have that than a loose joint.
Oh, no, 100%. 100%.
So, but I enjoy it. Hey, it's been one of my staple edible rods for a while now, and I've caught some good fish in it, and love the rod. Certainly,
very popular. I think every second or third angler I see on the beach has definitely got a bluefish. Someone is Arsenal.
It's very much the name brand.
Which proves this point.
Assassin's backup and service is phenomenal on them as well. Even once the rod is eventually discontinued,
you can still get
like 5 years after.
You can still
look after you.
Get parts and spares
or something like that. So very decent, and for very good reason. I know the guys have got some big fish on those, and they handle exceptionally well.
Okay, where are we moving on to from there?
We'll go bounce back to Okuma.
We're going to go down to the Euphoria.
The Euphoria. You can maybe interest more on this one because you're more of a Euphoria man than I am.
Yeah, guys, because I've also got a Euphoria. I've got the 4 to 6, which I think is this model here. This might be the 3 to 5. So I've got the 4 to 6.
Yeah.
Very similar to position, guys. I think very, very similar. A little bit lighter, especially in the butt section. You can feel a bit of a difference. I found that on the 3 to 5, I like it with a 5 ounce. I mean, sorry, I've got the 4 to 6. Sorry, I like it with a 5 or 6 ounce. Also on the lighter thinkers, I don't cast it quite well. But on the heavier end, it casts beautifully. Can't say a lot lighter. It just feels a bit more balanced than what I'd say the precision does in my eyes.
Yeah,
they balance the rod a bit better.
You know, I think without splitting hairs, I think the blanks are pretty much the same.
Yeah.
Again, you've got Fuji guides throughout. And I think
Springer jointed once again.
They upgraded the winch. Genuine Fuji winch.
It's got Fuji winch on the side.
Precision didn't have. Joints net very much the same. Nice wind grip. The grey coloration, the natural carbon tone. These rods have been exceptionally popular. The guys are loving them.
It's a beautiful looking rod.
Across the entire range.
It's a beautiful looking rod.
The 3 to 5 ounce certainly got a nice action. A good rod, hey. A little pricier. I think the precision would probably be a better buy financially.
Great.
But a lot of guys, I think the lighter weights in the butt section does create a better balanced feel.
Great.
So your casting ability on the rod does improve a
fair
bit.
Without a doubt,
So that is a factor, and an awesome all-rounder. Hey? Very happily rate the Euphoria extremely highly.
Okay, so where are we moving on to from there, Don?
And there's one we haven't got yet tonight. Why haven't I got one yet?
Which one is that? Tell us about it.
Okay, the Equinox.
Should we have an Equinox here?
We've got an Equinox there. I think we've got an Equinox.
Solar and Equinox. I definitely got one, yeah.
Got an Equinox.
Solar, there it is. No, there it is. I did my job, guys. Look at that. I did my job.
Okay, now, whoops.
Sorry, guys.
Shop's a bit small sometimes, boys. Okay, so those of you who didn't take the packaging off, dude.
That's fine. It's a new rod. Someone also wants it.
It's a brand new rod. Okay, so again, 14'6", 3 to 5 ounce Equinox. Again, kind of same manual, even less than a bluefish at the moment.
Great.
$2,000-ish.
Yeah.
Okay. What's different between that and the bluefish, though, is the question. Which rod should I buy is often the question we get. What I dig about this is the graphics are a little more subdued.
Yeah.
With your black lower section, your blue there's a little more supple on the tip. It's a hint beefier than a bluefish.
Yeah, a bit more of a heavier action on it.
If you've got like muscle cracker and the occasional gully shark in mind, Equinox starts getting exciting.
Great.
If you're thinking more 3 ounce bluefish,
correct, as the name says.
But these are normally one model up from the bluefish. They're normally $500 more.
But not at the moment.
At the same price point, hell of a buy.
Correct.
For the lighter anglers, they also come out in the 13.6 at the same kind of price point.
Okay.
But the 14.6, I think, is a sweet skip.
Yeah.
And they'll cost a mile. That's an awesome rod, that. Okay, so there we spoke about the $2,000-ish rods.
Correct.
Within $100 or $200
of each other.
Price point. Awesome as well. Do we have a tanashi in that?
We've got a tanashi. I think is it a tanashi? Yes, it is.
Yeah, we've got a tanashi. Okay. Hearty Rise has the tanashi range. Not quite as cheap. We're bouncing up the price point here towards closer to the 3,000 Rand mark.
Okay.
Stunningly finished. The quality of the EVA is phenomenal.
Correct.
The finishings on the rod really superior.
Yeah.
The main claim to fame on your Hearty Rise in general across the range is castability.
Yeah. Very easy rods to cast.
These things, I think the slogan the guys use is kind of from the rugby. You don't know what we know.
Yeah, correct.
All the Hearty Rise guys like to use that one. Got a lovely action.
Yeah.
Really right down through to the butt. Certainly imitating the higher end rods as far as that castability goes.
Correct.
But not as light.
Yeah.
In actual fact, that's the only complaint I'd have is a smidge
heavy.
But I think
but more parabolic than the other rods.
I know the guys who have got tanashis have loved them.
Yeah, they swear by them, eh?
So awesome rod as well. And then should we stay blue?
Should we go back to the bluefish, the
bluefish
the zero? Sorry guys, a bit awkward. You're in the shop, quite small.
14.6 is a long rods, guys. Okay, so this, besides looking stunning in that deeper blue.
Got a beautiful blue color to it, eh?
Okay, so yeah, you're going up Fuji guides throughout.
So we're looking at the same blank as the bluefish zero.
It's a bluefish special.
Bluefish special, sorry,
Bluefish
this is the
special,
zero.
Bluefish
Correct.
zero, same blank.
Just upgraded.
Fuji guides. The EVA certainly seems to be
a much better quality
it's
EVA.
a better quality EVA as well.
But slimmer,
but slimmer, but harder.
Harder, correct.
Which gives you better bite sensitivity.
Correct.
Fuji winch as well.
Yeah.
Nice padded bag, like a neoprene type bag as well. Same balance, same blank, cost a 5 ounce a mile. These things are incredibly strong.
Yeah.
I think if there's one rod we've spoken about here tonight that can push beyond its class limit,
yeah, it's the bluefish.
It's the bluefish.
Correct.
I know guys have gone up to 1.5, 1.8 meter hammerheads on these things. They pull.
It's a good fish on that rod.
Pull very, very decently. I like it. I enjoy that. Stunning rod. Again, upping to that tanashi type price.
3,000 rand mark.
Type mark. And then there's another assassin choice in the same price point.
Yeah, there should be a solar here somewhere, if I'm not mistaken.
The solar, dude.
My favorite color rod of the lot.
Oh, no.
The mustardy gold.
That's the assassin solar, boys. Again, 14.6, 3 to 5 ounce. Black subdued start. Awesome gold.
Awesome, beautiful color.
Very, very nice. Fuji guides throughout. To give you guys an accurate idea of the range, blank here. Same as the Equinox.
Correct.
Costing you about 1,000 rand more. So you're heading towards a 3 grandish mark.
Yeah.
But what you're getting there is a bag very similar to your Evos
and your proper carry bag.
Your top end bag.
Better guards.
You've got Fuji guards, Fuji winch, and so pretty. If you're slightly fashion conscious in any way,
this is the one you want to look at.
Oh, baby. Nice rod. Love them. I'd also say probably one of your best buys at the moment.
Yeah, you're looking at about 3,000 rand. I think it's a good rod.
Spec would be one of my top choices.
Okay, so that pretty much covers the lower end of the scale.
That pretty much covers the low end of the scale. Guys, I know some folks love an Okuma, and the precision is the better one than the euphoria, and some folks prefer bluefish. That's cool. You know,
choose your poison.
Basically, between 2 and 3 grand, you're spoiled for choice on an amazing range.
Yeah, we can 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 rods there.
7 rods from top suppliers with decent components that cost the mile.
All good rods.
They've got no real negatives to them. Trust me, we're spinning hairs.
Yeah.
And they will catch your fish phenomenally well.
Well, correct.
Below that price point, below 2 grand, there are rods out there, but they cut a lot of corners.
Yeah.
These are kind of the rods of less excuses.
They're decent rods. Listen, any of these rods you could happily take on any league fisherman and bell to fish, you know what I mean? You can fish.
There's no excuse for your equipment
correct. Any of these rods, I agree with you there.
I'd happily fish with one of those the rest of my life.
Correct.
Okay, but then sometimes we get spoilt.
Yeah, with choices, with these beautiful...
spoiled with choices.
We've got some choices in front of us here, guys.
And we become tackled snobs in the biggest of ways.
Okay, Don, should we start off with... I'll leave this one to you, because I know you love this rod.
Okay, you know when you see that beautiful girl for the first time, you're like, wow, she's amazing. And maybe you get a chance to approach her. And I'm talking to my younger days before I was married. Okay. Love at first sight, eh?
Yeah.
Love at first hold.
Yeah.
Those who haven't held a Beachmaster number 4.
You can feel the quality in the hand straight away.
It's quantifiably better.
You're correct, yeah. There's a...
It's not as cheap. You're looking at 5K plus. You're jumping up a fair bit. It reminds me a hang of a lot of the previous Horizons.
Correct.
It's got a lovely blend between soft and taut.
Taut, yeah.
The higher end rods go quite taut. They're exceptionally strong and almost brittle, but not, it's a different power action.
Correct.
Where here, your slight less tautness actually allows for a wonky cast or too bigger baits or just a badly timed, everything.
Flick,
but it still feels right. Bite sensitivity, phenomenal.
You said so, yeah.
Lightweight, it's a good couple of ounces lighter than anything on that rig. So you're getting a much lighter rod. What that allows you to do is fish for longer.
Yeah.
your bite detection is definitely more sensitive.
No.
You can feel your sinker move here. It's that bad.
Yeah, you get to take. It's definitely upper class, as you said.
It's
upper tier. It's definitely upper tier.
Upper tier. Fuji guides throughout, or misnomer, Fuji
Yeah.
winch. You've got to have all of that. This is a top end rod at a real, just actually damn good price.
Almost too cheap what it's actually worth in my eyes. Yeah, it could be a. Yeah, I'm not saying this should be more expensive, but you're definitely getting your value here.
In many ways, I'm going to sound like a poor snob.
Yeah.
In many ways, I struggle to see why I want to go higher than this.
Correct. Yes, I agree with you there. Yeah.
Okay, but there are higher rods than
there are nice rods out there.
Okay,
Evo, the Assassin Evo. Fantastic rods, guys.
I think, have you got any?
I've got the old Evo. I've got the gold Evo. I've fished with the 5 for the normal rod, guys. Super light. Okay. As Don says, the sensitivity. I've got the gold Evo. The new Evo. This is Evo Infinity. It's another level above even what that gold one is. Yeah. It's total another level above.
So basically, the carbon getting a bit tauter, as we were saying. Yeah. So higher grade of carbon. Infinity tape are quite different in action to the Beachmaster.
Correct.
So you've got a taut bottom end and a tip with a little bit more tippy
action. Yeah,
so allows for superior casting on a badly timed cast.
Yeah, it's a very easy rod to cast.
And maybe
for a beginner or
maybe a little more pulling power.
Oh yes, yeah.
So if you're trying to box a reasonable size silver out of a reef on a light rod, Evo can well be worth it. I know the league and serious guys have taken to these like ducks to water.
Correct.
They love the action.
Yeah.
They're amazing rods. But again, they're stepping up like 1,500 and more than the Beachmaster. So you're getting into serious money now, but fantastic rods, well worth it.
What I find is the Evo, you don't need to be a master of the pendulum swing. You can just stand with a dead bait and throw, and it goes. An easy goes miles.
It makes the whole casting experience easy.
What I found that the Evo actually doesn't. It's better to not pendulum swing with the Evo. Just from a standard cast, I get better distance than a pendulum on it.
Yeah, your timing's got to be good.
Yeah,
but it doesn't have to be powerful.
Powerful, yeah. It doesn't have to be powerful.
So all of you that are struggling to cast distance, and that's something that if you haven't got muscles,
like a small oak like me, a small oak,
or you may be elderly or a junior or a lady, something like that can be well worth it. The rod's lighter. Yeah. And it doesn't require strength to cast.
More of a flick than a power of cast.
You can almost feel the load up there. It's like a catapult whang, and it shoots the bait out.
100% agree.
Which is quite cool, and that's what I love about the Evo. I'm going to jump over the Kyosuta here and go straight up to
the Rise, the top of the range Assassin.
Okay, top of the range
Assassin, the Horizon, guys, Championship Edition.
Okay, they go 15 foot here.
Yeah.
I think there's a 14 foot number 4 as well.
Yeah, correct, there's.
Number 4 meaning optimized for a 4-ounce sinker.
So it's a 3 to 5 ounce
3 to 5 ounce, the same as we looked at here. Ironically, though, on the Evo and all of these, when they say number 4 here, optimized for 4
ounce,
they pretty much mean it.
Yeah.
I've got a Beachmaster number 5. Does a 5 ounce brilliantly. Can do a 6 or 4,
but it's optimized for that weight.
Optimized more for the exact number. Quite specifically, I must admit. Why go all the way to the Horizon? What's the logic to go above an Evo?
Well, first of all, you're getting the best materials money can buy. The best guards money can buy.
I think we rated this as the best rocket surf rod in the world.
So you're getting the lightest, phenomenally strong. They're stronger than any of these rods on the table.
Yeah, they claim twice as strong.
Yeah. So you're getting.
So you're talking.
That extra money, you're getting that extra. It's the same as buying, as we spoke about sports cars. Why buy a Mercedes or Ferrari? You're getting that extra bit of.
This is the Bugatti or
the Pagani. The Pagani. You're getting that extra bit of class with it. Best materials available. Lightest materials available, strongest materials available.
And action-wise, you got that tautness of the carbon, but you've also got the whole softer parabolic type action.
Correct.
So this suits the guy who knows what he's doing casting-wise. Got a bit of strength.
You want to be an experienced angler to use an Horizon to cast.
These are generally the machines of choice of most experienced anglers.
Correct.
Competitive guys, and that they love the Horizons, and for very good reason. Yeah. Even a lighter rod like this, you can still pull exceptionally large fish
on it.
And they hold up to it, and they will, and they don't punish you hard. Something like an Evo, there's got that, but the butt's quite stiff. That can put a bit of
strain on your arms and back,
you,
especially when you're playing a bit of fish out.
So the Horizon certainly got that action that does it very well, and I think a testament to how far rod development's gone. I don't know how they can improve on that.
I also don't know where they're going to get improvements on that, unless they get some space age material that comes out.
My only negative is I love this one so much.
Yeah.
Which is, I think it's more about my casting action than anything else. I'm a lazy caster. Okay, then Hearty Rise have also got a couple of models in that high-end range. We've got the Kayasuta here,
Yeah.
and then you also get the Sakana.
Great.
I love the Japanese names. Claim to fame on the Kayasuta, fairly soft rod in that class. Almost like the tanashi,
Tanashi,
but light.
but easier to cast.
A lot easier to cast, very easy to launch a big bait, get the distance. Again, if you get a big outsized fish like a big cracker or a non-ed, the rod can handle that.
Yeah.
You're not going to get the saw back quite as much. So very forgiving, as is the punchline. Yeah, you know, the oaks love them. And negatives I find is, I think, a rod of that style. I'm not going
to diss them. You're not in any way there.
I don't think your bite detection is quite as good. It hasn't got that tautness that you can feel your sinker move across and the little bluefish start nibbling on you and that. And to counteract that, they also brought the Sakana.
Great.
So the Sakana's got the casting ability of that, but the tautness we're talking about in other brands.
Correct.
So it's got that tight calm that transmits everything to you.
Mixture of both worlds.
Absolutely. And when you load that thing up, it boings.
Yeah.
So incredible rods. But yeah, we're bouncing up to almost 8,000-9,000
rand. It's a lot of money.
It's getting high end. When you're getting that kind of price point, you are buying some of the very best rods in the world.
Yeah.
I mean, I've got a guy in America, he's buying his second one of these things.
Great. Nice.
They are in demand worldwide.
Yeah.
We've sent to the Cape Verde Islands, Australia, you name it. The oaks love these rods. And for damn good reason, and that's what the guys are choosing.
Yeah, the Horizon.
Horizon is it. There's nothing else for them. So, interesting game. I don't think you have to spend that amount of money.
No, you don't have to, but it is nice to have that. If you can afford it, or you've got the money.
But if I was buying a rod with my own bucks,
Yeah.
a bluefish or a solo or a precision would see me happy the rest of my days.
Well, I own 3 of the rods on the right hand side. Yeah, I own 1 of the rods this side. The older version, exactly. Just puts into perspective.
I'm 1-1.
Yeah, so
so
it puts you into perspective.
Yeah, and quite happily, I must admit, my daughter enjoys using my bluefish nowadays because I just use.
You got your upgraded beach master now.
I've upgraded, become a tackle snob. So guys, the 3 to 5 ounce rod is amazing. Around that, there's the 4 to 6, which is the next models up.
Great.
Some of us choose that because we start targeting things like silvers and
but more rock-based fishing.
And also your bigger carbonate. We basically, the reason to upgrade is to launch bigger baits.
Start throwing live baits and things like that. Helps a bit.
Bigger baits. You know, and put a big ocky leg out, something like that. The rod will handle it better. Again, that's why like your 6 to 8 ounce rods are popular with the shark guys. They handle bigger baits.
Correct. It's more than anything else.
But if you're not hooking bigger baits,
you don't need the bigger rod.
No. You don't need the bigger rod. And also, you start, if you hook a little blacktail or a bluefish.
No, it's not fun. It's just
flap on top of the water. It's even out of the 3 to 5 ounce. So
it's not sporty at all.
Not sporty in any way. So for a lot of us, the 3 to 5 is the good go-to.
Correct.
If you can only afford 1 rod, absolutely.
I'd go 3 to 5.
It costs a mile and it doesn't require much effort.
And I also say the 3 to 5, I think, is the easiest out of the weight ranges to cast.
Yeah, it doesn't require much.
Not much,
no strength, not much timing.
Correct.
And it costs a mile, and you can fish for hours and hours without getting fatigued.
Correct.
So pretty much our choice, and I think most of the guys buying public in South Africa, that's become the kind of rod of their choice in recent times as well. So guys, I hope you enjoy the spread. I know you've all got your favorites. I hope we haven't insulted anyone, but I think
that's our point of view.
That's our perspective. But I think a wonderful range of rods, and you know, there's always a new kid on the block.
Yeah.
But sometimes the old kid on the block for $500-600 less is a hell of a steal.
Correct.
So you know what I mean. For the difference, you can buy yourself a lekker roll of bread.
100%. Anyway, guys. Yeah. So thanks for joining us.
Before we close,
let's go. What do we?
Oh. Happy birthday, dude.
Sorry, guys.
He's turning 13 again today.
13, guys. 43 years old, guys. Just
43?
43, guys.
That's 34, dude. You've got to sing to 13.
No, I'll take 43.
You know. Okay, well, happy birthday.
Thank you.
From all the guys, happy birthday.
Thank you, guys. And I'm glad I could spend some of my time on my birthday with all of the viewers out there. I do love what I do, so this is the best birthday ever for me. Thank you.
Okay, we'll keep it short and sweet just for you.
Okay, cool, guys. So anyway, thanks for joining us. If you would like to interested in any of these rods, get hold of Don from Bull Moria.
Or chat to us in the comments.
Yeah, they've got a huge selection of rods. Anything else you would like to know about any of these rods, give us a shout. All these rods are available from Bull Moria Fishing Tackle. Check out their website. Otherwise, don't forget to stay tuned, subscribe, and check us all soon. Thanks for joining us, Don. So, thanks for joining us for Tackle Tuesday.
Cheers.